may seem, there is always something you can do and succeed at. It matters that you don't just give up. Our commencement speaker, Mrs. Ofelia Tan Velasco, DepEd Division Representative, Mrs. Sonia Songkuya, our respected District Supervisor, Dr. Ricardo Hirado, our beloved Principal, Ma'am Jacinta Nonato, industrious PTA officials led by Mrs. Maribel Nacionales, MCES Alumni Association Incorporated President, Mrs. Pereza Guzman, dearest parents and families who are with us today, my fellow MCES graduates, friends and schoolmates, ladies and gentlemen. That is a quote from the astrophysicist Stephen Hawking that exactly describes our commencement theme this year, which is K-12 learners ready to face life's challenges, or mag-aaral ng K-12 handa sa hamon ng buhay. I remember when I first put step at MCES, I was excited. Excited to learn, read, write, and meet new friends. I faced and hurdled challenges. The very first challenge was with the K-12 curriculum, wherein all our subjects except English were in Hiligaynon. It was a challenge in the sense that most of us were exposed by our parents into kids' TV programs and shows like Barney, Dora the Explorer, Little Einstein, Disney, Nickelodeon, among others were conversations, rhymes and songs, counting, and basic mathematical operations are in English. Our parents did not expose us to Hiligaynon Kids TV shows if there were such shows at all. Not to mention that I started schooling in a foreign land where another language is used as medium of instruction. When I was in grade 1, I remember that my mother and I spent more time reviewing in mother tongue than any other subject so that I will be well versed in Hiligaynon. I later found out that my experience is not unique at all. Most of my batchmates had similar experiences. Who would have thought that Bandi is actually a basket instead of a yummy snack of caramelized sugar and peanut? Who would have thought that dalandan is actually color orange instead of the yummy citrus fruit or juice? Why were we required to say na pulo kang isa instead of simply saying 11, duha ka na pulo kag duha instead of a shortened 22, isa ka gantos kag walo ka na pulo kag tatlo instead of a simply saying 183? I can clearly remember also that our first science topic when we were in grade 1 was phases of matter, and this topic keeps repeating until grade 6. Many challenges to learn our lessons during elementary days, and thank God we survived. Moreover, to ensure that we grow up as well-balanced children, our parents and teachers encouraged us to join extracurricular activities. For example, I joined MTOP from grade 1 to grade 6, but when I was in grade 5, I was eliminated in the division elimination level. But that experience did not stop me from joining MTOP again. In fact, I joined MTOP the next year and I reviewed very well. Because of my indomitable spirit, I became one of the second honors during the division elimination level, and for the first time, NJ and I won third place during the oral division level. Another experience. I joined Binalaybay in grade 1. I won first place, but my award was taken back after about 15 minutes while I was still savoring the joy of winning. That gold medal was given to the second placer for one reason or another. Again, it didn't mean that I should stop joining contests again. Instead, I kept practicing and joined more Binalaybay and other contests where I learned a lot from those experiences. This school year, I joined journalism under the category of Science and Technology Writing Filipino. During the congressional level, I got to the 15th place, which is the lowest award, to be considered to move up to the next level. Some of my classmates teased me because I am the tail of the awardees, but I did not listen to them. I kept practicing and reading more information. Gladly, I reached the national level. All of us who graduated today have our own stories to tell. It is not automatic for us to realize our individual dream or what we wanted to become. There is no shortcut. There is no magic wand as we watched from fairy tales. We need to give our best efforts to realize those dreams. For example, after graduating today, we need to proceed to high school. A high school which we dreamed of and what we think to be the best. For example, when I learned that the Philippine Science High School is the best high school in the country, I looked forward to entering that school. In fact, when I was asked while I was still in grade 5, where will I study for high school, I was all out to say, in PhilSci. My parents let me realize that entering PhilSci is very hard because out of more than 26,000 who are taking the PhilSci entrance exam every year, only 1,200 will be accepted nationwide. In other words, only 5% out of 100% is my chance of entering into my dream high school. So it was a great challenge for me, but I kept reviewing and paying attention to class. And I am glad that I am one of the principal qualifiers of the Philippine Science High School for school year 2018 to 2019. These are just examples of challenges we faced during our stay at MCES. We experienced sweet winnings and different flavors of losing. Many of us today received medals or awards for our efforts. But this does not mean that those who have no medal or award today are lesser than us. It is just that we have different circumstances in life. Some of us are fortunate enough to be given the resources and opportunities. It does not mean that those who have no medal or award today has lesser chance of realizing their dreams, to have a bright future and have a good life when we grow up. In fact, you may have no medal today, but when you will give extra effort in high school or college, who knows, you might get one too. But let us keep in mind that these medals are just decorations. It is my hope and prayer that those of us who got these medals and awards will be inspired to maintain our performance when we are already in high school and until we graduate in college. And may we continue to be humble, respectful, and be thankful. What is more important to really reach our dreams is our attitude. We should continue to develop a strong character to really do our best in our studies, whatever problems and challenges we meet along the way. Let us not make any excuses or blame anyone if we cannot finish our studies. Let us continue to be independent and be responsible to face all challenges of life after we leave MCES. We survived elementary. We will surely hurdle also high school and beyond as long as we enjoy studying and stay focused on our dreams. Let us never give up no matter what. In behalf of the MCES graduating class this school year, I would like to thank everybody who supported us in these activities we were involved in while we are here at MCES. To all our teachers, ma'ams and sirs, thank you for what you have taught us. Indeed, we learned a lot from you. To our class advisors from kinder to grade 6, thank you very much for being our parents while we are in the classroom. We really salute your patience to manage about 30 to 40 children at the same time. I want also to especially mention Ma'am Mildred Patrivo, who was my coach in journalism. Ma'am, thank you very much for coaching me until the national level. Thank you also, Ma'am Ligaspi, Ma'am Montaño, Ma'am Yusuya, Ma'am Camilong, Ma'am Monserrate, Ma'am Nomananap, for your patience in reviewing me in MTAP. Ma'am Risa Takay, Ma'am Jenny Ann Larupay, Ma'am Janice Uy, Sir Niel, and Ma'am Grace Napilan, thank you also for standing as my coaches in Taekwondo. I really appreciated your extra efforts. I want also to thank you, my dear classmates and younger schoolmates, for your love, support, and cooperation. In behalf of the MCES graduates, I would like to express also my deepest gratitude to our beloved parents for your sacrifices, unconditional love, and support for all our activities. Mama, Papa, Tatay, Nanay, thank you very much. Above all, we want to thank you, Lord God, for giving us the opportunity to go to school to learn. Once again, however difficult life may seem, there is always something you can do and succeed at. It matters that you don't just give up. Congratulations, my fellow graduates, and a pleasant morning to everyone. May the God Almighty bless us all.